Welcome to Ruzzy Runs, where it's for runners by runners. We're here doing another weekly race, streaming out of Wilmington, Delaware this week. I'm your host, Starfish, and joining me is Mr. Straw Hat XX420. How are you, sir?
Big dog, I'm chilling. I am kicked back. I'm relaxed. We got another very awesome individual with us today, a fucking legend that we brought into the booth, Mr. Liquid Nightmare. How are we, brother?
Thank you, boys. Thank you. What a welcome. It's good to be here, man.
Good to have you, brother.
Yeah, nice to have a fully stacked commentator team today. All right, with this weekly race, why don't we full send it here? Let me bring some audio in for the game. I'll touch up the screens in a minute. And Straw, if you don't mind giving the magic sound, get them started and then muted. Would that be cool?
Oh, absolutely, big dog. I'm just doing a little adjusting on my end too with some sounds. I want to get their screens pulled up here. Okay, we're good there. All right, I've got the sound ready. And I know these boys are ready to go. So let me just ask real quick, nobody. Napson, are we ready, boys? Are we feeling good? Are we locked in?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Go.
And
All right,
good luck,
then.
Nipson.
Good luck, guys.
All righty, boys. With that being said, I'm going to get ready to play that sound, and then I'll work on getting y'all server muted and server deafened. And all I can say is good luck, boys, and let it fucking rip.
Yes, sir.
3, 2, 1, go.
There's Napsons. Here we go. Here's nobody's. Boom.
They're off, man.
Let's go. They are off, big dog.
Thank you all for joining us in chat. Before we get too far into this thing, just let us know if anything's too loud, too quiet, too big, too small.
Freeze!
Hey-o.
Who are you?
Wait, are we talking only about technical thing?
Don't
Is
shoot! I'm in
Liquid said his back been hurting carrying something around all day, huh?
You were one of
No,
them.
I heard that Napson is a very
What's
gifted
going
guy,
on in
actually.
this town?
Oh yeah?
But, yeah, I guess
I
another time about that, perhaps.
By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire
Just
city.
cropping the
think that
screen
it's
here. Hold
zombies.
on.
Don't you think that it's really unfair, man, that Kendo is so nice towards Claire and calls her babe and everything, while Leon... Why Leon doesn't get a fucking babe from Kendo? That's bullshit, man.
Just gets a shotgun in the face. I know, right?
That's crazy.
No
Let's see the first
hospitality.
major reset point on high paces. Nepson is getting it. Nobody with a 1 bite proceeding. So that's minus 30, boys.
Don't you just love the positioning on that gate though? Like, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
what with Claire being able to get through without having to necessarily worry about that shot RNG though, being able to
Yeah,
get
dude.
through right there. Oh my god, so nice.
Yeah, Claire definitely has an easier time. Another place is definitely the evidence locker room, in which she has like much easier times. Nepson is trying to go for an actual dodge in the bus, getting beaten once. Continuing now.
Yeah, it's so easy to get obsessed with, like, the gate, for example, because it is right at the beginning of the run. You know, you could find yourself resetting there hours and hours just trying to get that perfect gate, that flow state going.
Definitely a sight that many of us have had to see several times, unfortunately. It's that good old gate.
Yeah,
Literally
dude.
the reason it's the backdrop to our
Hang
Resident
in
Evil 2
there.
weekly race.
Are you the only officer? left in the-
Absolutely, bro. Who can forget that iconic gate?
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We
Definitely
lost
appreciate everybody hanging out with us today.
over 10 days ago.
We are gonna be
Chris,
absolutely doing this
Everybody
more
starts
often.
remembering
Like we,
disappeared.
I gotta go ahead and apologize for sleeping in last week,
About
and
2 months
you know, but we're definitely gonna try to stay on top of this so that we
all
can
these
get these races to y'all, you know, because this is a lot of fun, man. Just getting together and being able to wake up and throw this together and kind of see this on the regular is definitely something that I've enjoyed doing.
Yeah, we did our first pop-up race last week and ran our first CVX race. That was sweet.
No one.
Heck yeah.
Got our
Are you
RE3R
okay?
pistol-only tournament
worry
coming up.
about
That
me.
was, I feel like it's
Just
sneaking
rescue
up
the
on us. It's going to be
survivors
here
in the other
in
rooms.
no time.
Here.
Is everybody ready for that? Uh-oh. That's going to be something.
Yeah, I really do
go.
appreciate when we do like a
But-
first, like the CVX
Just
run
go.
or RE3R. It's really fun just
Okay.
appreciating a different
Yeah.
game
Hang in there. I'll be back soon.
in the rotation and seeing how it all plays
Oh,
out.
definitely.
And it's our first restrictive tournament where there's a restriction of only using the pistol, so it's kind of like a double first.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry about that. Babe brought the idea to us, and we're grateful to kind of bring that to life.
Absolutely. And if you have any more ideas for tournaments or anything like that, obviously join the Discord. Feel free to shoot your ideas in there, and we'll get on it if we can. Absolutely.
Talk a little bit about the weekly race format for anybody who's new to the stream.
Well, we had Napson and Nobody that had kind of started this whole idea of getting together once a week to do races and everything, and when we did the Birkin Cup, we wound up just sort of having some language about it and talking about it, and getting with Napson and Nobody, we decided to start trying to get it streamed. Then we sort of added some new games into the rotation to sort of give a broader experience, kind of run through more of the routes, more of the games, that everybody's speedrunning anyway. So that you sort of stay fresh on some of the other runs. It's really nice just to kind of have that run you're looking forward to, right? That maybe you do just run it the one-off time that week or whatever, right? But at least it still keeps it in your mind, and then it's still really fun, man.
Yeah, 100%. It's a good way to kind of keep it in the rotation. And like you said, it's easy enough from the streaming perspective just to kind of wake up and throw the stream on, and it keeps us fresh with actually broadcasting and commentating. So I'm grateful that these two allowed us to kind of bring it into the Resi Runs umbrella, and just good fun for everybody watching too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, not to mention we get to watch a couple of legends, absolutely show us all kinds of, like, I always have my notebook out when I watch Napson or Nobody run, you know what I mean?
I'm telling you. I noticed when we were talking about the format here that Napson, I think he went straight for the metal, and Nobody went for
Right.
the grenade launcher first.
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, I don't know if that was just a technique or what, if there's a time difference. I usually see, like, the runner go for the metal first, but it was interesting to see the difference, and right at the same time.
I would assume that it's negligible at best if there is a difference.
Right. It feels a little more maybe natural to run straight into the room towards the book, but yeah, it could just literally be a preference thing.
I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. This is the first time in my life that I see someone actually going for the jail first.
Yeah, it stood out to me too. And as they do this bank here,
Yeah.
they're gonna throw that pistol in the box. Pistol knife.
Well, you can actually get that case from the side. So if you actually hold right into that room and mash really well, you can get the grenade launcher almost instantly after entering the room there.
Yeah, the menuing is so optimized in this game. It's the fastest of the original trilogy.
Oh yeah. And apparently the FPS is running in a different way
60,
in the menu and
60
outside of
FPS.
the game. So you really have to have those menus down really good, because you're losing a lot of time in the menus.
Yeah. Well, basically the way it works is in game you're at 30 FPS, and then
Right.
anytime you activate or pull a menu, your game is going to render in at 60 FPS.
Ah, interesting.
Right.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really important to have the fast menus compared to the other runner, because this is where you really lose more time than you think.
And we've seen it over and over again. When a runner makes a mistake on using an item or menu box, like something when their menu's open, there's almost like a panic that starts to happen where they need to snap out of the mistake
Yeah.
and back out of the inspection menu or whatever the mistake is. Like it's such a fast menu that it causes this like panic when it doesn't go right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, of course, and like a lot of times it also causes like a chain reaction in more mistakes. Well,
Yes. It bleeds. Like a little bit of bleed through it, you know? Just like this one thing happens, it's like in your mind, right?
oh yeah,
Claire, you made it.
it's crazy. Like a lot of runners, regardless of their like time on the board or the way that they play or whatever, like a lot of runners share that kind of thing where if they run without a mistake.
You go.
They may just keep running without a mistake until the very fucking end.
Before I forget.
But if the mistake happens, there is like instantly another 2 or 3 or 4 mistakes that follow. Like it's
Yeah.
really weird, man.
Yeah, Elzaza says
Yeah.
mistakes tend to cluster. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, it's something that you'll see a chain reaction. Like let's say when you're using a heal, it's not something that you're doing at the same time and same place in every run. It's not like using a key. That's always going to be the same. So it's
Right.
yeah. And I just find that because the menu is so slick to use, it can really start to mess you up when it's not flowing right.
For sure.
Well, then if you accidentally click, you know, like a different item, for instance, right? It can really just, it can almost blank your mind for a minute, like, uh-oh.
Yep.
What happened? What did we just do?
You're out of range of like a door or something and you're trying to use a key and it's like you can't use that here and you just like you're thinking the game's fucking up at that point, but you're just out of range.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love watching these guys take these lines and get these dodges. Like Claire is such a fun run. We mentioned with the gate, with the evidence room, but the dodges are just so clean looking in this run when you're a pro
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, Claire is definitely a really fun run, and it becomes even a more fun run after running Leon. Lol. Like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'd imagine a lot of
Claire's
runners
just
start
as
with
good
Leon
as-
for whatever reason, and yeah, it's pretty fun to kind of get the mechanics of the game down and then start to get away with more of these sick dodges.
Oh yeah.
Well, Leon, you get the free heal from Ada. You know, you get a little more juice, you know, and then Claire, you can find yourself, especially if you don't grab that first fast in the drawer on your way to the first liquor, then you can find yourself on that nice long stretch all the way to Sherry without, you know, any sort of healing. And then after that one aid spray, I mean, you just got random herbs that are laying around with your inventory full, so.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think that overall, Claire is actually, it's different if it's casually or speedrun. I think it means a lot because, you know, what really like bothers you in a Claire run is, you know, like a couple of things only. Like, you know, liquors, okay, liquors are either way, like with Leon or Claire and stuff like that. But like, for example, the last boss, which is like obviously the last fucking thing in the game, with Leon, it's so free every single time. Like once you understand how you position yourself,
more
it's
predictable,
over.
yeah.
You're gonna, yeah, right. But with Claire, like you can actually lose a lot of runs there on the very last boss. Like,
Yeah, you
Which
can
sucks.
completely lose the run, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you're 100% right about that, though, so, seriously,
for sure,
because
for sure.
G4 with Claire, if your positioning is off, if this, if that, there's so many small things and within that fight. It's almost like the difference in vanilla and CSS. You know, have you noticed the cutscene skip version of G4 at all? He is
Actually, to be honest, I don't. I've seen.
he
I've
is
seen the-
volatile.
Right.
Yeah. I
It's-
mean, yeah.
It already takes a fight that's a little less predictable with Claire, and it makes it even worse.
I did not know that actually. I've seen the cuts, like a cuts and skip version, but I haven't really played it so far.
Well, basically, it makes it where you skip the cutscenes right there with G Mutant transforming this and that, and it really does change his behavior. I mean,
Interesting.
it really messes with it. So you really get more of that, you know, that feeling from Claire A Vanilla even where it's, Claire is definitely more RNG heavy, right? But it really just packs that on with the CSS version when you skip those cutscenes. It's really interesting. It's almost like it is really cool to see that they put a lot of work into this creation of their rule sets of the enemies. They have rules. They have like little things that they are programmed to do, right? It's just how can we manipulate that in our favor the most? And when we can't do that, it's like, that's when you start getting frustrated about it, right? And realizing like this guy can do whatever he wants, right?
Both runners actually out from the evidence locker room and Marwin without taking any damage. Like, regardless of what we said before, the dodges are easier. You can still really easily fuck up both. I mean, Marwin is RNG too. Like, sometimes there is not much you can do unless you want to wait and go around. So good job on them, man.
Absolutely.
Good job, both runners.
Yeah, let's make it clear that it's easier relative to Leon, but not easy.
Right.
But I just wanted to say welcome, everybody, to Resi Runs. If you're just tuning in, thank you for sharing some of your Sunday with us. Take a moment to follow Naps and Nobody. I popped their links in the chat. Thank you all for being here, chilling on a Sunday. Thank you.
And even
Liquid, I was gonna say, Liquid, are you watching the game feeds from the Twitch stream, or are you watching it from Discord?
Yeah, from Twitch.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you want to, man, big brain, just grab your Discord screens and then pull them up, and then you can watch their live screen share. That way, you won't be just a little bit behind.
There you go.
Ah, shit. Yeah.
And just who are you?
Eye level with the action.
Yeah, dude, I got them. Hey, I got them stacked over here in Discord, big dog. I got both screens. Let's go.
I almost made the mistake
That's
I
the
did
mayor's
a couple
daughter.
weeks ago where I had
was
them on my
told to
smaller
look after
monitor
her.
because I like to kind of set it
But
up.
I failed.
But
miserably.
then I'm watching it on the
look at
smaller
her.
monitor after the stream starts.
was a
So I almost made the
true
mistake
beauty.
again, but I got them
Her skin
looking
nothing
good on my big
short
monitor,
of
enjoying the run.
But
Oh,
it will
yeah.
soon putrefy, and she will turn
Liquid,
into a zombie.
full out says Liquid still discovering tech.
There must be some way to stop it.
Yeah, you will see how it is when you come in my age.
Either by putting a bullet through
Kick.
her brain,
Oh man.
or by
It is sick
decapitating
though.
her
Like one of my
completely.
favorite things about doing commentary is that we get to watch it through the Discord and get to see it all in real time.
To think that taxidermy
Oh, yeah.
used to be
Perhaps I'm just like yeah,
But no
it's the
longer.
habit, but I also can see the chat and,
I'd really like to
and
be
stuff. So
alone now.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got the chat over here on my right monitor, and I've got the Discord on my left
Yeah.
monitor.
Absolute legend.
It's fun to see everything through the stream itself. I mean,
Absolutely awesome.
I still have both up because Snake did such a good job with the screens. I love the polished look of it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I'm a fan at heart, you know.
Let me go. Easy there.
I think we all are, bro. That's why we love all these runs, man. That's why we keep, coming back to them and finding new things within them, and just enjoying them, man. It's a real ambiance that these games really gave us, and I think it was something that was just sort of overlooked, maybe, but you don't have to have
near the city limit.
a NASA computer to put together a good game, and I think these guys proved it back then. I mean,
Told me to go to the
you just have to stay true to who you are, big dog.
From the look of things,
Yes, sir.
I'd say she was probably right.
That being said,
But it's dangerous here as well.
I was actually just complaining the other day how much I hate that being competitive in very new games nowadays require from you to also follow like everything new that is coming out of the like you need a high-end PC if you wanna compete right now with like RE4 remake speedruns or maybe like RE9 speedruns in the very close future, etc. Well, back in the day, like I mean, I don't want to say back in the day. That sounds too fucking. But like even just not so long ago, you did not needed to have such a crazy machine and to be affected by that at all. Like everyone, it was just the same for everyone. If you have the console or like that game on PC, it was just the same for everyone. Like it was actually much more easy for anyone and everyone to participate and actually compete, which is like a great fucking thing if you think about it. This is how you build bigger places, bigger communities, and bigger even tournaments or events or whatever. But
Yeah,
like,
I think most
now
of us
that's
can
much-
agree that like anytime there's some kind of payment element where if it's like something you're buying within the game or having better equipment is going to give you a better time, it's always
Definitely, yeah. Like if you're with the skill level like right there with a guy, but you have the worst equipment, it definitely will reflect like here and there on your time.
yeah.
But like obviously,
We just want to see where when someone's skill is the thing that's shining the brightest, and when someone's putting
Yeah.
in the hours,
yeah, that's a nice, yeah.
putting in the blood, sweat, and tears
Ooh,
to rise to the top.
taking that. I really like that SRT, man. I'm just looking at nobody's. We have got to get that rolling, man. I like it.
Yeah, Straw talking about
That way-
the speed run tool, the bottom right corner of nobody's
Sherry,
screen shows the
been
health
looking
bar,
everywhere for
current
you.
weapon,
I was so
and the time.
worried.
really
We've
makes
got
it
to go
easier to
now,
see what's
honey,
going
okay?
on.
If we stay here, that
Particularly
monster
with
will
the,
find us.
with the
Let's
health.
go.
No, I won't.
These fellas are so
What's the matter?
solid. It's easy just to kind of.
Don't you trust me?
Well, they make you know
Claire,
they're very consistent. You know what I mean? They've run these games
call my name.
for years. You know what I mean? And they stay on top of most of these runs, man. I mean, obviously it's hard just to run every single run and stay on top of every single one of them. But they really do, man. They do a great job at just staying, within a range of their time. You know that's not far away,
Oh,
right?
absolutely, yeah.
And
It's much harder than it seems like because
It
maybe
is,
for,
dude.
yeah,
That's
like
why
being-
I can't even
yeah.
think of a way to properly put out the words, but like take over for me. But yeah, it's just it's unbelievably hard.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like because it may not seem like a big deal, but these runners so far we're like somewhere. Let's say like it doesn't matter, like less than half of the game or half of the game. These runners are actually very close, still to each other. A lot of things have happened in the meantime. Like so many things that could not just slow them down by several 10, 20 seconds, but also kill the run completely or whatever. They could be in caution so far technically, but they're actually pretty close to each other and they're just zooming, man. Yeah, they're consistent. Both runners are very consistent, very good players in RE2 Classic. There is no doubt about it.
Yeah, I know Napson and I'm sure nobody at this point as well. They both have great times. It's like part of if they're going to get a new PB at this point is how many times Sherry's leg is going to drop as she's climbing. Like that's how tight their run is.
Right.
You'll notice that as Sherry climbs, sometimes her leg will kind of fumble off the ledge.
Yeah, the infamous leg RNG.
Yeah. It's and sometimes Sherry, when she's following, she'll sit if you don't count right, or she'll get caught on the environment.
Claire,
This is definitely
are you there?
the element of
Sherry,
the Claire
are
run
you okay?
that
Did you find
differentiates
your
it from
dad?
Leon's for sure.
Yes, I'm okay.
Absolutely, yeah. I actually know a couple of guys that never wanted to run this because of Sherry. I know a couple of guys that actually stopped running this because of Sherry. It's
Thanks, sweetie.
it's
Now why don't
yeah.
you come over here?
I don't know.
I want you to
It's very inconvenient, at least to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Claire, I can't reach the ventilation.
This is
hole
one of my
anymore.
favorite
But don't
sections
worry,
of
I'll
the
find
of the
another
run.
way.
Just when you get back to
I
Claire
can take care of myself.
and you're heading up to the
Wait,
YOLO
Sherry,
and the
come
Red
back.
Hall. It's just
Sherry, Sherry.
it's such a good contrast from playing as Sherry, pushing a couple boxes, running a little slower, worrying about leg drops, and now we're really back to some gaming here. Love this
I
section.
dare saying that actually RE2 Classic is one of the games that came close to perfection, because it's really maybe pretentious to say this game is perfect, but like if anything came close to perfection, it's RE2 Classic. This game is just
Yeah,
like, and to think that this shit came out for PlayStation 1, dude, like is
definitely regarded as one of the best follow-ups to a game ever.
Yeah, that's like the Terminator 2 type of level continuation kick.
Man, these fellas are doing so good with the liquors. I don't know if they've taken any liquor hits between both of them. I'm not 100% on that, but
Actually, I think they did not, as much as I followed.
yeah.
I was gonna not say anything until we at least got by the torch room liquor, but
I got to make it interesting at this point. They're just playing too perfect.
Yeah, Nepson with a full YOLO inside line. Never stopped, never turned, never pre-turned.
They're just
Yeah,
flowing.
both boys are getting the YOLO blue hallway easy, man.
that's that consistency, man.
Both doing some fire runs. Nobody had a little bit of just getting turned around here and there, like after the first Sherry cutscene, for example, going left instead of right.
Yeah,
Little
I saw
little
that.
things, but they're both
Ooh,
flowing.
yeah.
It's just those little things that's allowing Napson to pull slightly, very
You want
slightly
that
ahead.
lick though, man. Getting that lick and getting those smooth triggers on those faucets right there is so important.
Even that
bro.
gear pickup is like in. Oh,
Oh, it has the yeah.
he had the fast
Has-
there.
Yeah. You have to burn that fast at the fountain. That's one thing he probably forgot right there. When you do grab the interrogation room fast with Claire, oh no, that gets a little
And he
Yeah.
chooses to shoot there. Yeah, it's
smart. That's smart.
That's exactly what we were mentioning earlier. Is that sometimes those mistakes start to cluster because you're you're getting pissed. You're thinking like, oh, why did I forget?
Oh,
See, why did I forget to use the first aid spray? And you're sitting there chewing on that, and then you run into stuff because you're thinking.
there's those funky nut clusters. Oh god.
Yep. Exactly. You're it's natural to be kind of pissed off about some mistake, and you're kind of thinking about that, not letting it go, and then you just start running into shit.
The Ari curse. It's not even the Ari curse. That's probably with any game.
With anything.
Interesting. Nepson actually fails the liquor balcony dodge. He never ever. I have never seen him failing that dodge ever in like 6 years of him like watching him do Claire. I haven't seen him actually getting damage there. I guess we jinxed him, Starfish, by calling out no damage.
I had to make it
liquors.
interesting.
You did say.
Let's see
You
if
did
nobody
say
gets
so.
it. No. Mean
Yeah,
liquor
his-
today. Is he on caution at this point?
Unbelievable, actually.
That right
look.
there.
Both runners hit by the balcony liquor, and now the caution for nobody. No.
That's why I can't do that. I can't trust that strat there. I
That
just
is actually a
can't.
pretty nasty spot to fall to caution too, to be
Oh, it
honest.
is. Yes. Yep.
I have an entirely different way of approaching that room. I pre-turn right and run directly at the liquor. Stop, pre-turn left, run around the liquor.
Yeah. We've seen here clearly that these two pros, like, both of them were not able to pull that strat off back to, side by side like that.
It's crazy. That's the game. Like seriously, like, and the races are different type too. Like this is a no reset run. So whatever happens. Like, and these people have to deal with that and adjust to anything given at them at any point. This is also why the races, this kind of format in speedruns is very interesting and always gonna be exciting because that's it, one shot. They both have one run. Whatever happens, and yeah, a lot of things does happen in those type of situations than they would normally maybe happen in their like PB attempts or if they would just offline, whatever. It definitely changes things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fu in chat brings
I'm
up that
glad
in
to see
RE2
your
remake, Claire runs faster on caution. How about in this game? Unfortunately, in this game, you lose about like 30%.
25.
Yeah, 25%.
25%.
So it's
Movement
definitely
speed.
something you want to avoid.
Yeah.
Claire!
Not to mention,
I'm
not only
going
are
down
you
there.
just slowing
Stay here and
down,
wait for
it's
me,
just
okay?
it's changing how all of your dodges at that point. Because
Yeah.
your lines just become slower and wider. And
The depth of your turns decreases, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So how far you're actually able to turn.
and there's just a there's a lot of the heals are kind of far and few, and your inventory is filled a lot of the time. So
Yes.
like Nightmare just pointed out, it's like just not a good place to find yourself on caution.
Yeah. Well, with your inventory being full, right? You cannot pick up an herb that's just sitting there. I mean, you could be sitting
Bingo.
there staring at a whole field of 420, big dog, with no room to pick it.
Bingo.
I mean, what a sad state indeed, big dog.
All the herb around and
Calm down.
can't pick it up. What up, Ghost?
420 Ghost.
Yeah, it is a shame though. It's you know, you never want to find yourself on caution, but let's say you have the fast in your inventory and you take a couple bites in Red Hall, you use the fast, you're good to go.
Yeah, you're good to go. Yeah.
Whereas, like if we rewind the
So
tape
it's
a little bit,
true.
nobody had a
You
full
have been
tank.
working with
He
Umbrella.
mistakenly
Then you must know
he
about
forgot
the
to use the
G-virus.
fast.
What is
He
it?
burns it
Tell
after
me.
picking up the gear. Then he takes
Yeah.
you know, the bite or two in Red Hall exit. He takes the YOLO Horde reverse bite. Then he takes the liquor swipe and he's on caution. You know, it was just very
Again.
unfortunate timing.
Yeah, that's such a yeah.
It's punishing.
William Birkin.
It
It's
really
punishing.
went downwards from there. The moment that Fess evaporated from his.
Well, we were talking about the clusters. Well, I mean, this is something we already knew about, though. This is just sort of. I mean, I don't know how you just, you know, how
Yeah,
it happens,
scientifically,
but
would
it
be hard
happens.
to explain that shit, but
Yeah,
it
but it
happens
happens.
consistently. Yeah.
It's like you're in a NASCAR race or something, and you could have went to the pit stop to get some fresh tires, but you're like, oh, I'll go around again. And then you blow a tire right after you pass the pit stop. You know.
Yeah.
Now you're reminded of that choice, of those mistakes. And he's going to
Yeah.
be reminded of this for a while because I don't even know when he's going to be able to heal. Is he going to be in the sewer in the save room?
Sewers. There's a fast. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
still
I
going to
guess
be a
the-
chunk of time. I mean, he's got
Oh yeah.
the G mutant. He's got to run back up, get Sherry, come back down.
Oh well, it'll be green. Actually, you know what? Thinking of that, you're right. It'll be the green herbs. There's 2 green herbs on the ground, coming down the back way, heading down into the basement.
Yeah, so it's going to be a stretch here, and it's already been a stretch since the ladder liquor. So, and with that 25% movement speed, like you mentioned, and just the change of the line.
Yeah, this boss, for example, that with Claire, it's way easier than, well, bosses are generally like, but like this specific boss can actually go really wrong in a speedrun because if you're not shooting properly, like either above, which is probably the best threat, if you want to avoid the little G's, sometimes the little G can actually jump and just block the acid round.
Yeah.
And it can mess up a lot, so it's a very nasty spot. Again, it happens when it's most important. Those little G's are not gonna pop like on a red pace most of the time, Kick.
There, you came back.
They wait for the deep green man to act.
Yeah, they know
Well,
when you're
another
flowing.
thing too is if you're going for your quick shots, right? Like you were saying with them jumping up. What can actually happen too is them not necessarily even jumping up and blocking you, but like if you drop your shot and you don't actually elevate the shot, right? They can wind up absorbing if you shoot too low.
Yep.
Right. Someone will be potentially spawning out of the boss,
Still there?
and you wind up actually, instead of hitting the boss, you actually wind up hitting that baby.
It'll be all right. Trust me. We found a way to the sewer. Follow us later.
Yeah, I'd still take it over the Leon fight, kind of like Nightmare was saying. There's a little less going on, like you don't have to run as close to the enemy.
for sure.
And just when G Mutant like blocks the bridge as it's dying, like there's nothing more
Yeah.
painful than
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh my
You have
god.
the most
yeah.
fire ass fight of your life
Yeah.
just to get blocked by a chunky ass tail. It's like, come on, dude.
Hit every quick shot. Hit
Yeah.
every one of them.
You're thinking you're gonna you're changing the fucking game, and then you just get blocked. But you're right. I mean, those bugs can a couple things can happen, like the bugs jumping, where you find yourself having to switch to the different ammo type or something.
Yep. Which is really like a great inconvenience. especially on the like. Obviously, if it's some loose time, yeah, sure, like you can do it and continue. But in any kind of like higher paces, this is literally a reset, nothing else.
Yep.
And then like we will have the train Birkin with Claire not long from now, and that's probably the most free fight in the entire game from like both sides, considering that the flame rounds somehow stun the train Birkin and keep him in the spot almost. You have nothing to do but just shoot him like 6 or 7 times if I remember right, and that's it. It's very like, I mean, again, with Leon, that fight is also not too hard, especially if you're doing the save strat. But even then, sometimes that can go wrong, like especially because people tend to get a little greedy, and if you get a little greedy, that's just sometimes enough to for everything to go wrong.
Absolutely,
It's gonna
man.
be totally free, man.
This
But these right here is not free. Ah! Ah!
that little
God.
section, man.
Oh man, I think that's what Neptune hates the most in the. I mean, he hates Cherry Section,
bugs.
but these bugs, man, I've seen. Have you ever seen someone dying to those bugs with Cherry?
Not in a
I haven't
race, but
seen
yeah,
I-
it's happened
Yeah,
to
not
me.
a race or nothing.
That's
I have.
really annoying. Like, and unfortunate because you get practically like a stun locked forever there, like by them, and you just can't do nothing.
It's
It's
interesting
something
though.
to do with the. Go ahead, Stark. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's interesting because they don't do damage on their own, so it's interesting. It's almost like
Yeah, right.
the game kind of like preventing a soft lock by just being like, oh, you're stuck, kill.
They choke you down like.
That's a good
Yeah,
point
like
too.
it's.
That's
yeah,
a good
yeah.
point.
Yeah, I wonder how that came to be, but
They're about to put a cap on it. They may have. There may be some sort of a counter there that detects like, oh, okay, like this has been X amount of times now. Like, okay,
you're cooked.
You're cooked.
Yeah,
Beef. It's what's for dinner.
it's just a silly section, man.
Yeah.
But no, we haven't seen it in a race. Knock on wood. It'd be pretty interesting, or if we did.
Another spy sent by
Oh, yeah.
Umbrella, right?
Hopefully it'll happen once at least.
You're
That'd be a great clip out of that. A great clip.
Yeah, so he's going for the fast in the locker there.
Finally, nobody can run like a win once again
I
because
know.
Definitely
He
an
was not feeling very
unwanted
well
detour
before.
though, having to go to the opposite side of the
Have to
room
help me
and
find her.
That's
and
impossible.
deal with those menus.
I
But
told her to go to the police station.
it's a good feeling just to know you're
Doing
back
here.
topped off
William
and
will
you're
be
ready to
after
run.
her.
William?
yeah, crazy enough. Like now that you mentioned that, crazy enough, probably like the less like you spend less time by just doing that, then keep going in caution like until.
So
Oh, yeah, especially until the end, obviously. But I mean, even until the labs, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much time exactly he spent there, but
William should have
You're always
Caution
kind of
actions.
picking that battle of like, when is it
I tried to
worth
save him, but
pulling off
but
and
it's
taking that
already
pit
too
stop to get your health
But-
back up
And that's not even
versus
the
how
last
long
one.
you want to stay on caution.
Every
You
G
see it
virus
more in
virus,
Resident Evil
including
3,
William,
I think.
has the
Just
ability
kind of
to
picking that
implant
battle of
embryos into our
of
life.
how long
That's
you want to
actually
run
true,
in
yeah.
caution
That's
and
why
picking up
he
those
was
heals.
Sherry.
But it's still
What are you
always an
trying to say?
equation.
The bodies of individuals
In
with
these games.
non-related genetic coding
Fortunately, in the
allowed
first
to
game, you don't
reject
really
the
deal with
embryo.
any time loss when you're
Since Sherry is his
hurt,
daughter,
but you still have
that
to
possibility is
risk,
non-existent.
do you want to lose
It's
the
an
run
inherent
altogether if
survival
you take another
instinct.
hit?
Yeah.
But certainly in RE3,
It's
it's the
Sherry.
biggest of the
You go
three
that way.
games of that factor of like when is it appropriate to stop off and grab something.
right. Just another fucking thing in RE3 that you have to like constantly keep an eye on and bring decisions. Like this is probably like the most important thing about the RE3 runs anyway, is that ability or capability to actually bring the right decisions in the right moment. Even in those terms that a Starfish is talking about now. Well, like we all know about the enemy RNG, about the puzzle RNG, and so and so. But there is so many other things just like that one that you do have to like consistently have a think about and keep an eye on. Like,
Well,
to be-
I mean, the menus, remember, I'm just going to go back just for a minute, not to cut you off, but I just want to leapfrog back a little bit to what you were talking about with the IGT earlier on, menus and how, important menus are. So, I mean, we've seen now all these, liquors, right? We've seen heals that we've had to burn, things like that, and all the menus, right? If you look at every single menu, you're always worried about that because, like you were saying, you lose way more time having bad menus, right?
Yep.
Being in that menu screen. So you're already thinking about that. Going into the run, you're like, okay, I've got my menus down, right? So when these other things start happening, and then all of a sudden I have a heal in my inventory that I'm not used to because I've needed it, right? Dude, it's like it throws your menus off so bad.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah.
And not all practice is created equal. For those runners who are constantly resetting at every mistake,
Wake up, Sherry.
they're not really becoming as resilient in terms of making those in-the-moment decisions of like, what does this dodge look like on caution? When's the best time to use this fast?
Don't worry. You'll be
Coming
fine.
up with
Come on.
those critical
Let's go.
in-the-moment decisions, and these are two runners that are very well-rounded making those decisions.
Yeah, I
Well,
would say
it-
that Nepson's like a strongest a point in his speedrunning is actually like Nepson technically approaches with mathematical understanding to each and every game. I swear, like this is how he like works on the games, and this is how he runs them. Like literally, he knows all the info, all the exact numbers, like and all that shit. Like for example, I'm personally not really good at that. I do a lot on feeling itself, but like Nepson is like that's just how he, and that's maybe one of the reasons why he's such a well-rounded player, is because like he has the numbers for everything, man, and he follows those numbers. This is how he runs. Like it's crazy, actually. It's crazy.
Yeah, and that, like, you see that little pause step right before he flipped that camera. He kind of knows exactly, like, when I reach this point in the room and I've been sprinting the entire time, if I keep going, there's a chance Sherry's going to turn around. She's going to sit down. I can't have that happen. So I'm going to run this many steps exactly, and then I'm going to pause, and then I'm going to run. And he builds that into his DNA and says, this is what we do every time.
And just deciding like how much time save this strat will give me versus what it's going to risk. You see a lot of that in his RE1 running. Like you won't see him like quick shot or quick crank or anything like that. He just runs a very clean, fast, consistent run. Just deciding like what strats are worth in a no reset environment like this.
Right. Yeah, the way that Nepson runs everyone is literally like the bestest way you can run races, literally.
Yeah.
Consistently without much risk at all, like
Yeah.
no risk whatsoever. And yeah, he proves again that like without using any strats that are fast or risky, that are actually unnecessary completely, you can get a really good time too.
Right.
I mean, obviously they're necessary if you're going for like a highest time, but other than that, not really.
You see the way he did those little pauses to make sure right there? That's if Napson was on PB pace or something, or honestly going for a PB, I've seen a lot of other runners like Chris, for example, that really take those sharp lines there to cut past those zombies. But Napson right there did a very, and what I think is very smart in the way he done it too, because that zombie was sort of more out in the middle of the hallway. And what he did was he really dug into the wall there and set the zombie turning to the side just slightly so that he has plenty of room to be able to just get right by. Like, I really like the way he did that positioning there.
Yeah.
Stomach hurts.
Yeah, it may not be the absolute
agreed.
fastest way to do certain things, but it's the absolute
there, Sherry.
safest while still being
Forehead's burning out.
extremely fast.
I've got to hurry.
Well, the
Yeah,
way that
that
zombie
Napson
was in
is
the
fully
central
controlled.
hallway, he read I'm telling, like the way that's like, look here with nobody. You see how sometimes he dove straight over, right there.
Yep.
Well, when Napson's first pass on the second guy there, he was still way more to the middle, right?
Yeah,
Versus,
Right.
there is a little let's just call it trick to it. It really depends how you're gonna get out of the previous hallway. What you wanna really do is you wanna kind of cut the shortest possible approach, like coming out of that hallway towards the zombie, because that way zombie will aggro towards that like a corner basically, so you can actually go free around. But like that's much easier said than done, especially without stopping the character in an actual run.
yeah.
Obviously, again with Claire, it's again easier than with Leon, that room and everything about it. But I mean, you can still get easily bit with Claire too.
Wait, you really want that HP too, because I mean, if you think back, and you had we had nobody that used that storage room fast, but normally you're not gonna have that free heal with Claire, so probably right here, I mean, maybe a liquor swipe or something, let's say something happened, right, and you want all that health for the labs, you want it all. You
want it all, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. Like I'm actually pretty confident that the both runners are going to have a really good lickers, both going for the red card key and coming back. But yeah, we will see. Like considering that nobody was unlucky so far with a couple of things too, maybe it will continue. But I feel pretty confident that both of the runners are gonna have clean lickers, man.
6, and there's the 7. Burns another one. I gotta figure out why they burn that extra shot right there when he's just yelling.
Rest here for
I see Chris do it too, and I don't.
Yeah, take a
As
note
soon as
and
I
then just
found
make
the
sure to ask
antidote
him
for you.
when we bring him back.
Okay. And this lab section with Claire on pace, so eerie, just so nerve-wracking, bro. Brain tilting, mind melting.
Yeah, the ammo disc room is actually,
Yeah.
in my opinion, the craziest place with Claire.
It's a lot of steps compared to Leon. Leon's
Yeah.
just kind of taking a big circle around the room.
Right. Yeah. It's actually even if you run like a little bit into the wall when reaching the zombies there, makes it even safer. Like I mean I'm saying that again, but like obviously every runner at any point has failed the ammo disc room, regardless of how many times they made it in the practice.
Sure.
Work in a row and everything. That's just the
You're
the name
dealing
of the
with a
game.
small space and a lot of zombies. Something
Yeah.
can go wrong. A lot of RNG and enemy behaviors.
Mind gets shaky. Sometimes even hands get shaky. It happens too.
But there's a lot of with Claire, there's just more steps. You're baiting certain zombies. That sketchy zombie that's by the little switch in the back of the room.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Plus, like you're using
Ooh, hang on.
the flamer.
Oh!
Naps are taking a nasty Ivy grab there.
Oh shit.
Just a little too much into the inside on those Ivies, big dog.
Yeah. They will grab you. I mean, they're super slow. But look, he's able to shake it off and get a perfect liquor dodge. Let's go.
Yeah.
Nice.
You have to be able to do that. I mean, they're so good at it, man. Both him and nobody. But man, it is so easy to just bleed into 2 or 3 splits, right? Maybe then you run into one of these, the card key guy or something, just because you're just, maybe just not thinking. Maybe just drop your mental for that brief moment,
Sure.
And then,
Yeah, lots of complicated dodges in these couple of rooms here. Claire does have that fast in over there though. That's kind of a nice little release valve if needed.
Yes.
Annette,
Oh
Yes.
yeah, the Starfish is actually right about that. Claire has a fast there while Leon does not.
I've just prepared a
A
Probably
lot
the
of people
only-
will take that to G mutant. A lot of people will take that to G mutant though. You know what I mean?
Sure.
The most significant
In case he jumps down and grabs, then you can menu and burn the fast and continue shooting. So
William is
Claire's
trying to
smaller
grow his
hitbox
embryos.
and
There's
that
no
fast
telling
are
when
probably
they'll
the only
pupate.
two
And
things
if
that
happens,
are a little more forgiving.
won't.
What?
yeah, not a lot of other things.
William.
Except that booty. Woo! Forgive me.
Got it.
So both runners check in with no damage on the liquors coming in.
You're alive.
Yeah, it's-
50%.
you know, with
Oh,
Leon,
no,
like
the game can hear you. The game can hear you.
let's say you get trashed by those liquors on the first way through. Now you're on this side of the lab on caution. Straw
William
knows
is
about it.
still
It's like, you
alive.
got to go back
Oh.
Getting
through.
stronger with each skin he casts off.
Man, it's
Focus.
Tell me what
it's
I need
something,
to
big
know.
dog. And like he's saying, man, that I was racing Andreas and I had
Everything you
got
need to know.
absolutely tomahawked by Lab Liquor 1. It dropped me to orange caution. So I had to do Lab Liquor 2 and orange caution, bro. And
Sorry, I
Yes.
wasn't a-
well,
That's
we
wild.
finished. We finished the race, big dog. That's all I can tell you. We got to the train. So
That's crazy, man.
Yep. It's got to be one of the riskiest places to be on caution
Annette.
in the run. Like being on the other side of those liquors.
Self-destruct sequence has been activated.
but you just gotta buckle up them bootstraps, big dog, and let the
Hit the straw hat
Let the
line.
just hit the straw line, big dog.
The stroll. All right,
Yeah, I'll have
Napson
to
is
check.
going for the dodge. Lakers coming back
Oh.
for Napson.
Behave,
Let's see what
boys. No party in here, boys. Your party was canceled, okay?
Looks like your
Leon, you made it.
been canceled.
Claire, is that you? Where are you?
I can see you on the monitor. But never mind that right now. Leon,
Not to mention, you got to go back into that
I left her in
far
the
side of the
security
lab
office.
to finish the
Please, You
vaccine.
must save her.
There's just a
Oh,
little more
yeah.
going on in the Claire lab.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Don't cuss me like that, Star.
To take care of.
Gotta go all the way back for the vaccine, bro.
My God. And if you're running Leon more often and then you hop over to a Claire run, it's so easy to head to that shutter and be like, what?
Oh yeah, it happened
Oh, my
before.
goodness.
and then it
Oh, yeah.
happens. Yeah, Napson is just.
This man is on
Napson
fire.
Napson makes this look a lot easier than it actually is.
Is it even right to say that he's on fire when he always runs like this? Ah,
The German consistency.
Love it, man.
All right,
calculated.
nobody's turn. Let's see if actually both runners get out from the liquor troubles with no damage.
Take a look
That'd
at
be
this
really
Modus
nice.
room too. Let's see. A lot going on in this room.
There we go.
The
Well.
zig, the zag.
Now one more part right here. He's already set the line up beautifully though. So I mean, I'm pretty confident. Yes. See that stack?
It's all grouped.
Yes.
Nicely done, Epson.
And that
Nicely done.
cutscene that nobody was going through allowed us to kind of focus on the two things at once. So
Perfect,
now,
just perfect.
yeah.
What always happens to me is I can never get that line and get. Oh, beautiful.
Mirror
Good
images.
nobody.
My God, guys, my God, this was called 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, you nailed it. These guys
You're good.
crushed the liquors.
Seriously, good job, guys. Well played.
Yep, smart there. Look, did you see the positioning on that? But Napson right there making a good decision. That naked zombie right there was not playing around.
Uh-huh.
He was not gonna give him a pass.
Yep.
Napson smartly just
Yeah.
going ahead, taking him out. And then even smarter on the positioning of the next guy, just go ahead and sort of position him out of the way like that. Very good.
Making those critical decisions, you know, not spending much time deciding, oh, should I shoot
Oh, but
him? Ouch.
oh,
Nobody has accidentally used the fast now by mistake instead of the cartridge for the vaccine. So this is actually Monkus now. I think he wanted to save this fast for the last boss fight in case that
Yeah.
things go south.
He's got the other one, but he had to hit the nuke button
oh, it's
here.
gonna.
He just had to hit nuke and just take every. He literally just did a destroy all room. Oh man, he had to take everyone out.
If he wants to obtain the fast now, he will have to put the ammo disc first into the computer for the shutter to open. Otherwise, there's not gonna be any more space to
He'll have to
collect
grab it on the way out. Yeah, it'll be a bit slower for sure too, but because you'll have to turn to the shelf.
I'm assuming he's got enough ammo for Birkin, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we should be okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you use grenade rounds. He's fine. He grabbed
Oh,
an
right,
extra
right.
set of flame rounds.
5 minutes until detonation.
That's one good thing. I mean, you have plenty of extra resources.
Well, he grabbed that extra 6 stack of flame rounds.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have had enough.
Yeah, right. Of course. Yeah.
Let's see how Napson does here.
Stagey mutant. And this is the crucial part right here is after this transformation. Like you gotta be on deck. Every brain cell ticking to him, watching that movement. Because if he jumps up, you do this. If he jumps and stays on the ground, you do this. Either way, you fire.
Even the first part of this.
Nice, nice. Oh, he went on the cage though. He got the very good start, but then he jumped up on the cage.
He got him.
Yeah, still
Nice.
actually
Yeah.
very good
Good fight.
considering all the things that could have happened there. Good job. GG Napson.
Even the
And you'll
first
take that
section of
on
that
pay.
fight, like you're firing at him and he's not even on screen. It's just a crazy looking fight.
Oh yeah. Well, that whole him being out of your sight line, that bit off screen and stuff is kind of the thing. Is, you know, something it can catch you off guard when he does the front jump. You know, if he does that little hop, you know. All right, now nobody. Let's see it, big dog. Let's get it.
GG's Napson. Let's go.
Absolutely
GG's,
killed it, man. Absolutely killed it. 51. What? 51-34, maybe. Maybe. No, 52-18. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, I was thinking 52-34. Okay, yeah, never mind. Had my time
GG's.
off on clear. World record's 51-37. Duh. Not 50-37. Let's see what kind of RNG we get.
Ooh.
Shoot one more time real quick. Come on.
Oh.
He was missing some shots. He was missing those
Yeah.
shots. Oh
Wow.
my God. Is he going to have
Wow,
enough?
that was so weird actually.
Well, we have a couple issues here. He took. I'm assuming he took that damage, right? Oh yeah, he did.
Oh.
And
no,
he's-
I don't. The damage ain't the issue. The damage
It's
is
the
he
positioning.
wasted at least 4. He
Yeah,
wasted 4. Oh wait,
Oh,
no, he's good.
Oh yeah, okay.
That was. Wait, that was the.
I was mixing
What
up.
did I just?
Me too.
I just messed up. I just
we were
messed up
mixing up
the
phases.
Yeah.
Hey,
He stayed on the ground the whole time and got out of there with an optimal fight. That's the fight you want on the ground. And I
GG,
just
nobody-
totally went. I thought that
Let's
was
go.
phase 1.
yeah, we both did the same thing. That's hilarious.
Well, I was getting Napson's time. I looked over at chat and saw you had put it in chat because I was getting
Yeah.
ready to type it. And I looked back over and he had already had phase 1 done. Jeez. Well done. 53-50.
Let's go. All right. You want to bring these fellas back in?
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
I got that right now, big dog. And there's Napson. Let me grab nobody real quick. Boom, boom. Alrighty, we got our legends in here.
Welcome back, boys. Thank you for the entertainment.
Absolute cinema, big dogs.
We got nobody running a 53.50 and Napson running a 52.18. Nobody got any words about your run?
Nobody? Can you hear us? Have your headset off, big dog.
How about you, Napson?
Nah.
Okay.
Well, shit run. I did a lot of mistakes, but overall I can't complain.
Definitely took us by surprise. That Ivy,
Go
the
GG's,
Ivy
bro.
grab.
There he is.
GG's, man.
Yeah, I was too greedy on that line.
Took a quick
I have
bathroom
got
break.
it,
Sorry.
Digil.
Oh, you're good. We get it.
Look, so, guys, question about the
So
There are no
what
damage
did you
laps.
think? Oh, go ahead. Yeah, sorry, Nats. I wasn't trying to cut you off. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I said already. Overall, I did a lot of silly mistakes, but overall it was alright, and I got no damage in laps.
Oh, them lab liquors were fire.
Yeah, you both did.
Yeah, what?
It looked like a mirror image. You both had just perfect lab liquors.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
And then let's see what else was I meaning to ask you about? There was something else we were
The
going to
extra
ask
flame
Napson
round.
about. Yeah. The flame rounds. So when you're killing Train Birkin and he's transforming, right? Like you only need 7, right? Why does everyone always shoot another flame round into him? Is that by accident?
What post do you mean? What again?
Train Birkin.
Sorry. Train Birkin.
Mm-hmm.
He needs 7, yeah.
7
Why do you
plus
always
1, 8.
Yeah, 7 plus 1.
Yeah, he get his iframes like he did.
I did one shot
on
more,
Leon,
but I
man, if you do
grabbed
with-
extra flame rounds as well. Straw.
I don't know
You
what
usually
you mean.
don't
No,
grab
like,
the flame nits in the train.
So is it
you know?
just I always see something like it looks like he's done, right? He's got iframes, right? And then I always see people shoot an extra shot into him. And I'm wondering why, because he has iframes, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
mean-
what I did in the race, man. But
mean,
it was
this is-
just by accident and was not counted.
Okay. That's. But I see Chris do it all the time, and I'm just trying to like establish is it just heat of the moment, quick shooting, and oh shit, I burned a shot, or is there something to trying to get that extra shot into him at all, or is it just
It's like
is it
only
just a burn shot?
before he dies, he
Yeah.
has iframes. You need to wait.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It was like I always see people burning that shot, so I was just trying to figure out why, because I was sure he had iframes. You know what I mean? So I was sure it couldn't be doing anything.
Dude,
You know what
I
mean?
thought you was talking about my run because I actually
Well,
did.
no,
I
I've
did an
seen
8
other
shot and
people.
was
I've
no
seen a
damage.
lot of people. I've seen a lot
But he
of
had
people.
iframes anyway, so it's
Yeah,
doesn't matter
yeah.
because I'm on the spot at the same time.
That's more or
And
less what I was wondering.
I
Is it
grabbed
just a
extra
burnt
flame
shot?
rounds.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
grabbed extra
Okay.
flame rounds at Flame Birkin.
No, okay. No, that's what I thought, man. Okay, I just had to check, man. I had to check,
Easy,
man.
man.
Had to check. I don't want to be overlooking something, and just assuming, and you know what I mean, like.
Dude, this was the worst time for me, I would say, in week D4. Dude, the nail in the coffin for me was.
We were talking
Nail in
about
the coffin.
we talked about it, how these things happen in clusters, bro. Like, you'll be, you're executing room to room to room, and then this little event X, mystery event X happens. And then all of a sudden, a couple of rooms after that, where you got this just free room, all of a sudden you have just these things that just start happening, right? And
Yeah, like you guys are actually pretty close to each other all the way until like before going to
Before
the
I got
basements and
into
stuff.
The fast
caution,
error.
I really was really too greedy on YOLO Blue Hallway on the backside. You know, when
Oh,
you
yeah.
go back.
Right.
Yeah.
exiting,
And that's
yeah.
when I went into caution. And when you're going into caution at that point, it's like 10 plus seconds.
It was an
Yeah.
unfortunate series. It
more,
was.
it's
It was.
more.
It was
but
like
10
you couldn't pick up the cog because the fast was
minimum.
there, so you had to use that. And then it was like a bite in the red hall, bite in
Yeah.
the blue, and then
Never got into stat 7 in the menus. The menu mistakes were so crazy, man. This
Yeah.
is I played just dog shit. Was over.
I mean, it's okay, man. You have
Actually.
it's okay, man. It's
But I had
actually
the
legendary
best
from you,
RNG
dude.
for G4, man. Never had.
No, dude, I missed the face. Look, I was looking over and I was about to top Nabson's time. I noticed Star had already done it and stuff in chat, right? And I look back over and I'm thinking, oh no, what's happening? He's missed some shots on the first phase. Me and Star were thinking the same thing, and no, you were finishing phase 2. I was like, my God.
Yeah, we both were like lost in what stage we were. You were in the fight, but yeah, thank you boys for the entertainment and keeping the weekly races going. And we'll rate out the Doggy Treat Pro X. And thanks everybody for watching. Make sure to follow Napson and Nobody. And next week,
Absolutely.
we're gonna be
And Liquid,
streaming
thanks
the.
for hanging out with us.
Yes.
GG's, everyone,
Wow.
boys.
Thank
Thank you as well. This was fun.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, next week we'll be doing RE3.
Where can I
Heavy-
rewatch? I need to rewatch with liquid commentary.
Oh yeah.
I need to see this. I need to see it.
Yeah, we'll be sure to. I think the VOD should be up. So, all right, everybody, we'll rate out, and everybody have a great week.
YouTube.